Welcome back, everybody. This is Chris Kutzer, founder of Cary Spotlight, Hyperlocal newsletter here in Cary, North Carolina. We are 36 days to go to the anniversary edition of Cary Spotlight. This is a daily newsletter that we put out, and in this series, we're reviewing the different weeks of progress of publishing and this newsletter and lessons we've learned and finding items that we can use in the future and maybe items we won't be doing anymore. So let's see. This is week 17, I believe. Let's check it out. Here we go. And in this one, we have heroic security officers, local billionaires, and premier pet care. All right. So those are a three-part headline. There's also our subject line for our emails that goes out. We have security officers for the shooter. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. And a look at local billionaires in the research triangle. And we're talking here we have a local business spotlight. So let's see how we did. So we're basically looking at a couple of billionaires from SAS, Epic Games, and then also our police crime data. We have our local business spotlight where people can learn about their services as well as get directions to their two locations and give us feedback on what people know about this business and if they're likely to support. So that's pretty cool. And we have a sports story. Events, again, we're cutting down to two events to kind of fit it the um, in the inbox. We've learned subsequently, especially if you look on your iPhone, the length really doesn't matter. So that was something that we thought we needed, but we don't. So lessons learned. This is our first specialty or third specialty edition, which is the health and wellness edition. So this edition focuses on different health related and well-being stories. So here we focus on diabetes symptoms. Country star Toby Keith died of cancer and stomach cancer, and there were some signs that were missed. So that's a good story to let people know about this disease that can go undetected if people don't know what to look for. And talking about switching a salt substitute. And again, we continue our series of therapists reacting to different movies and dealing with different emotional issues. So that's pretty cool. And switching substitute the painkiller. Here we go with a reader feedback poll, so they're keeping that engagement going. A link to the video where they respond to this movie and dealing with therapy issues and ideas, and so that's good. And we actually followed that up with since Valentine's is coming up, we also added in a reader poll about the movie, what people thought about the movie. Um, Events again, pretty much standard fare through that one. This is on a Thursday. We got our crime story again. Valentine's coming up. We're talking about romance scam. On a spike is happening. We got a story about gas station heroin, so that's a crime story. There's another crime stats and a sports story. So let's see how we did. Again, looking at the romance scam. This is our crime story, our latest crime data. Again, this is data that our readers have asked for, so we're providing it. And they can have a link to the police channel where they can get the information, more information. We got two sports stories from the local area, and ended up with our trivia question that hooks people into reading all the way to the bottom of the email. And here we go again with a crime story and a feel good story. This is a local kindergarten's heartfelt gesture. There's some ongoing story about Pohol at NC State that we were following. So, and a sports story. So, two sports stories, local environmental health issue on campus. Valentine's coming up, so that's a story. So we'll be looking for Valentine's Day stories in February. This is typical, so you can just kind of plan ahead for your on your editorial calendar that there'll be feel good stories. That makes sense. And sports, yes, there was an incident at the Chiefs Super Bowl parade, a shooting. So we put that in there again. The nation was rocked by that, so we definitely wanted to share some thoughts from people who were actually at the location. And here we go. We're talking about local school bus that caught on fire. Epic Games, again, this is one of the big companies in Cary and if not the world in gaming. So that's something that we can share. Again, security alerts. There are 3 weapons incidents out on the campus. So, people are concerned about the kids' safety and the safety of, everybody on campus. So that's a good story to have. Not a nice story to tell, but again, it's we're here to educate, make people aware, and information, of course, makes people more comfortable. They know what's going on. There you go. And then we end up with our real estate edition. Interesting. Let's see. Did we go back one? We skipped one. Let's go to our travel and discovery edition. Let's see. We focused on flights from RDU. New flights are coming in all the time. RDU is becoming a hub, so people can see how they can connect. We're also talking about a local cat show. People can go check that out, and also a local park people can enjoy. Talked about in our ongoing series about cruise travel, and there's a video about that as well. And of course, we have our local kid chef, Emerson, making some savory breakfast waffles. So we kind of amplify his video in the newsletter. So that's what we did. Talked about the park, got the map there for them to go check it out. Story about the cruise, Virgin Voyages, and then the video of the tour of the ship. And this is Emerson making his waffles, so you can click through and watch his video on doing that. And we also included the full recipe so people can cook along or follow along and will be inspired by this junior chef. And then we end the week, as always. Our editorial week ends on Monday, which is our real estate edition. It was also President's Day. This is one of the editions that we, let me see here, we probably wrote a little earlier, simply because, yes, February 18th, simply because it was a holiday and we could pull in the data a little bit sooner so we can get this edition published and ready for publication on Monday. So yeah. And then summarizing some mortgage and real estate news, national news as per usual, and with the trivia question. So that's it. This week, again, we kind of use our local influencer or content that we can also highlight in our newsletter. So don't be shy and letting the light shine on somebody else's efforts. Um, you know, if it's engaging content, then your readers will also appreciate that. All right, until next time, this is Chris from Cary Spotlight.